Before the scandals, before the surgeries, before the redemption, there was Tiger Woods, an icon so dominant, so magnetic, that he didn't just change golf, he redefined what greatness looked like. For over a decade, he was untouchable, the youngest ever to complete the career Grand Slam. A walking empire with a swing that inspired millions, and a name more recognizable than the sport itself. But behind that flawless smile and razor-sharp focus was a man hiding a double life. One built on secrets, addiction, and the unbearable weight of perfection. This is not just the story of a champion. This is the story of how the greatest golfer of all time nearly lost it all chasing a double life, and how he fought his way back. The rise of a prodigy. Before the world knew the name Tiger Woods, there was a boy named Eldrick, born into a world of expectations so heavy they could crush most adults. His father, Earl Woods, didn't just believe his son was special, he believed he was chosen. From the moment little Tiger picked up a golf club, it was clear something was different. At just 2 years old, he was already a television sensation, draining putts on national TV like a seasoned pro. By age 3, he was shooting 48 on a regulation 9-hole course. By 8, he had a junior world championship under his belt. But this wasn't just raw talent. It was forged through the military-style training his father imposed, grueling discipline, endless practice, and a belief that Tiger had a mission bigger than just winning tournaments. Earl told the world his son would change golf, break racial barriers, and unite cultures. Whether that was prophetic or too much pressure for a child, it didn't matter. Tiger believed it, and so did everyone who watched him swing. A meteoric professional debut. When Tiger turned pro in 1996, he didn't just join the PGA Tour, he took it by storm. He was barely 20 years old and already had a $40 million endorsement deal with Nike. Most athletes spend years earning that kind of attention. Tiger earned it before winning a single pro tournament. Then came Augusta. The 1997 Masters wasn't just another major. It was a seismic shift in the sport. A 21-year-old rookie walked into the heart of old, exclusive golf tradition and dismantled the field with a 12-stroke victory, the largest in Masters history. More than just a win, it was history being rewritten in real time. Tiger became the youngest Masters champion and the first man of Black and Asian descent to wear the green jacket. That wasn't just symbolic, it was revolutionary. Tiger didn't just show up and win. He obliterated decades of unspoken barriers in a single weekend. And as he stood on that 18th green, the world didn't just meet a golfer. It met a legend, dominance at an unseen level. From 2000 to 2002, Tiger Woods did something no other athlete in any sport had ever done. He entered a zone of performance so flawless, so brutal, so consistently dominant that even his opponents were left in awe. During this stretch, he won 6 out of 11 majors. But it wasn't just the wins, it was how he won. Precision like a machine, nerves like steel, and the confidence of a man who knew no one could stop him. He completed the Tiger Slam, holding all 4 major titles at the same time, a feat so rare it doesn't even have a name on the official books. By 24, he had done what most players never achieve in a lifetime. But Tiger wasn't done. He kept going, major after major, season after season. He reclaimed the #1 spot in 2005, winning both the Masters and the Open Championship. By 2008, he was winning the US Open on a fractured leg. Yes, a broken leg. Tiger wasn't just winning. He was redefining what greatness even looked like. The billion-dollar brand. Tiger Woods wasn't just a golfer. He was the face of a global empire. By his early 30s, Tiger had raked in more endorsement money than any athlete in history. Nike built an entire golf division around him. Gatorade gave him his own custom drink line. EA Sports launched a blockbuster video game franchise with his name front and center. Every swing, every tournament, every appearance came with massive television ratings and booming ticket sales. Golf courses were filled with kids wearing Nike caps and mimicking his signature fist pump. Tiger made golf cool, marketable, and lucrative in ways it had never been. But all of this came at a price. The more valuable his image became, the more carefully it had to be controlled. The public saw a clean-cut, disciplined champion, calm under pressure, respectful in defeat. But behind that polished exterior, something else was brewing. A double life. One that his team worked hard to hide. Because the Real Tiger was far more complex than the brand on display. The secret life behind the legend. As Tiger's star rose, so did the walls around him. He lived a life few could imagine, Private jets, luxury homes, celebrity parties. But behind closed doors, he wasn't just living the dream. He was building a parallel life of chaos. Secret phones, hotel aliases, late-night hookups, affairs with waitresses, models, and adult film stars. It wasn't a one-time mistake. It was a lifestyle. A world of temptation that Tiger dove into with the same intensity he brought to golf. Those closest to him helped maintain the illusion of perfection. His team worked overtime to keep scandals quiet and distractions buried. To the world, he remained untouchable. But in truth, he was becoming unrecognizable, even to himself. The weight of expectation, the pressure to be perfect, the grind of always being on. It all became too much. And just like that, the cracks started to show. The clean image, the invincible champion, it was all about to come crashing down. Scandal and global collapse. In November 2009, Tiger Woods' carefully constructed world exploded. A car crash outside his Florida mansion sparked a media frenzy. At first, it seemed like a minor accident, but the story behind it was anything but. Reports surfaced of a fight with his wife, Ellen, over infidelity. Then came the avalanche. One woman, then another, and then over a dozen stepped forward with stories of affairs. Tabloids devoured the chaos. Sponsors vanished. His pristine image shattered overnight. For years, Tiger had been golf's golden child. Now he was front-page scandal fodder. The most dominant athlete of his generation had become a cautionary tale. In a rare and painful televised apology, Tiger admitted everything. I was unfaithful. I had affairs. I cheated. But it wasn't just public shame. It was personal collapse. He didn't just lose endorsement deals. He lost control of his life. The image was gone. The mystique was gone. And for the first time, the world saw Tiger not as a hero, but as a human being deeply in crisis. Physical breakdown and career unraveling. While the world fixated on his personal implosion, Tiger's body was falling apart too. Years of violent swings and relentless training had taken their toll. Knee surgeries became routine. Back pain worsened. Achilles injuries flared. Between 2010 and 2017, Tiger was a ghost of his former self. He'd make a comeback, only to pull out injured. He'd tee off with a smile, only to grimace in pain mid-round. 4 back surgeries, each more serious than the last, culminated in a spinal fusion procedure that most athletes never return from. The magic was fading. The man who once walked with swagger was now limping with uncertainty. Each failed comeback chipped away at the myth. But even in his darkest moments, Tiger never quit. He kept showing up, swinging through pain, chasing a version of himself that seemed lost forever. The fall wasn't just physical, it was spiritual. And yet, despite it all, he refused to let go of the game that had defined his life. Rock bottom and the mugshot seen around the world. May 2017 marked the lowest point in Tiger's life. Pulled over and found asleep at the wheel in the middle of the night, he wasn't drunk, but the toxicology report told a sobering story. 5 different drugs in his system. Painkillers, anti-anxiety meds, sleeping pills. His mugshot splashed across the internet like wildfire. Disheveled, empty-eyed, and broken. This wasn't the Tiger Woods the world had idolized. This wasn't the hero who conquered Augusta or roared down the back nine at Pebble Beach. This was a man brought to his knees by pain, both physical and emotional. The image stunned the world. Fans mourned. Critics scoffed. The question hung in the air. Was this how the story of the greatest golfer of all time would end? For a while, even Tiger didn't know the answer. He'd hit rock bottom, not just as a golfer, but as a human being. And yet, somehow, the story wasn't over. The redemption at Augusta. In 2019, Tiger Woods pulled off one of the greatest comebacks in sports history. Just 2 years removed from his mugshot moment, he stepped onto Augusta's sacred fairways looking like the Tiger of old. But this wasn't just a return to form, it was a resurrection. With steely nerves and vintage precision, Tiger fought his way to the top of the leaderboard. The world watched, holding its breath. And then, the final putt dropped. Tiger raised his arms in triumph. A 5th green jacket. His 15th major. But this one was different. More emotional. More powerful. His kids ran into his arms. The cheers were louder than ever. This wasn't just about golf. It was about redemption. Forgiveness. Survival. After everything, the scandals, the surgeries, the fall from grace, Tiger had made it back. Not as the invincible machine he once was, but as a man who had been broken and rebuilt. This win wasn't for the records. It was for his soul. A new chapter and legacy beyond golf. Then came February 2021. Another brutal twist of fate. A high-speed car crash in Los Angeles. His SUV flipped multiple times. The injuries were devastating. Doctors said he might lose his leg. Golf was the last thing on anyone's mind. Again, Tiger faced months of rehab. But this time, it wasn't about winning. It was about walking, healing, living. Today, Tiger no longer plays full-time, but his presence at tournaments still electrifies crowds. He's become a mentor, especially to his son, Charlie, who's already showing signs of brilliance. They play together. They train together. And when Tiger watches Charlie mimic his swing or deliver a fist pump, you can see the pride in his eyes. He's passed the torch. And while his own journey may be nearing its end, his legacy continues. Tiger Woods changed golf forever. He showed us greatness, failure, and redemption. And in doing so, he became something even greater than a champion. He became human. Tiger Woods' story isn't just about golf. It's about what happens when a man climbs to the highest peak imaginable, only to come crashing down under the pressure of being everything to everyone. He was the hero, the villain, and then the comeback king. He made the world believe in perfection, then forced it to confront the reality behind the curtain. Yet somehow, through pain, scandal, and loss, he's still here. Still swinging. Still inspiring. And perhaps now, more than ever, we understand. Greatness isn't just about never falling. It's about rising after the fall. Tiger Woods didn't just play the greatest game. He lived the most human story. Tiger showed us the cost of perfection and the power of resilience. And as he walks the fairways now, not as the unstoppable force, but as a father, a mentor, and a survivor, his legacy means more than ever. He's not just a champion in the record books. He's a symbol of what it means to keep fighting. If this story moved you, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button, because this is where legends live, not just for what they did, but for what they overcame.